This is Lindsay with salesforce.org, a solution engineer, and I support K-12 schools. And I'm doing a high-level video. This is the third in the series of three. We started with student management, how you can manage that in our CRM. We then went to a parent a community portal and seeing how you can have your external constituents and parents and students through that. Now we're going to focus actually on fundraising. And I'm going to start with a really robust feature of one of our products called Pardot, which is an email automation tool. So I'm skipping a bit ahead here to keep this high level, but essentially imagine you have data on your potential parents and other alumni donors for fundraising, and you have some great email templates that are very easy to use and allow you to make beautiful templates quickly. You can also fill and customize data to those emails too. So imagine we have all this great data, this information, but how do we know when to send which email to which potential donor? So we have, again, our engagement studio. I'm going to go through what we call a test to simulate what it will be like. So the story behind this engagement is I have Jessica Smith's mother, Kristen, and she was herself a student at Ohana School District, and she really loved biology and science, and she's now actually a doctor, and she works in the life sciences field. So let's simulate we know this information about Kristen, and we're going to send her on this journey to try to encourage her to donate for this specific campaign around new lab equipment, because we know she'll be especially interested in this campaign as someone who loved and benefited from the science program that encouraged her to have a career in life sciences. So as a test, we'll start, and she's triggered on this list of people interested in this campaign. She sent an email to donate now. We also now have a custom field. It says increment donation request attempts by one. So this now we have on Kristen's profile one attempt to ask her for a donation. So that way we know if we've asked her 50 times, maybe we should target her more specifically, which campaigns. Then this actually will look back into Salesforce. It'll send her an email, and then we'll wait and we'll see, does she make a donation or not? Let's say Kristen does not see this email and she's busy preparing for holiday season, so she does not see it. So let's say I'll send her a follow-up email. It'll increase her increments by one again. So now we have two attempts for donation. Let's say we look here and we see if she's responded. So let's say she has. Now it's actually going to assign her a user. And this is happening in Salesforce. So Pardot and Salesforce work very closely together to contact her. And I'll go back here to show a few other things. So it assigns a user in the CRM. So you have your donation management team. Since I've made a donation, there's a specific person assigned to reach out to me, and it creates a task to thank me for that donation. So that way, right in the moment when I'm making that donation, that new task will come on the dashboard of one of my donation management teams. We also have adjusting my score. So every lead or prospect in Pardot has a score. Me making a donation is a signal that I'm very engaged, and so it'll give me a number of points, say 100 points or whatever you would like to customize that as. Now we know we've made a gift. We can see, is it over $100, right? And again, this can be customizable. So let's say if it is over $100, we want to send them down a path to invite Kristen to a donor appreciation event. Let's say if Kristen donated less, she would just simply get a thank you email for the donation. So let's say Kristen was generous and donated over $100. Again, it'll adjust her score again, and then send her that invitation for the donor appreciation. So again, this is just one example of a way you can automate and scale that personalized messaging. And you could use this for donations. You can also use it for parent onboarding or enrollment or applications or anywhere where you'd want that automated communication and you want it sent to the right individuals at the right time. So let's say leveraging this information, what does it all look like to track all of our campaigns and our donations in Salesforce? So we're going to jump over to our fundraising application. So let's see if we're switching gears here to someone on the fundraising team. Say I manage that, and I have a good idea here. I have a giving this year of 1.9 million. See the average size of a gift. You can even see a heat map, so I know where are my donations coming from. So if I have alumni, that are spread all over the U.S., I can know if there's any concentrations or if it would make sense to have fundraising events where my donors live. I also see trends by month and even breakdown by gift officers. So if we have certain officers that seem to be performing well, we can learn from them and maybe share best practices. You can even see specific details on individual donations. So let's see here if I'm interested in learning more about the Department of Education grant that we're applying, because we have individual donations, but we also have grants. So here we can see the donation information, any deliverables. So in this case, if we have a mid-year report grant due, we can see the due date, requirements, and I'm able to collaborate with others on these deliverables to make sure that everything related to each grant is taken care of. We can also look here and see our support our school. So say if we have a crowdfunding campaign that has direct mail, we can also manage that information and know the different donations that have been won in this campaign and how successful that has been. It's easy to connect that data to Salesforce. And then we can even see individuals. So we see here we have a verbal commitment from Victor Witt. So let's learn more about Victor. So earlier we saw an individual record about a student. Now here's how it could look about a donor, and you can completely customize and change the data that we see. So you can see that Victor's works at Bank of America. We can see his last gift, his largest gift, his best year gift totals, average gift. So again, we have a very multi-dimensional view, but still a good idea of the kind of donor Victor is. You can see his household contact information, his address, different automated additions of donation tools, if there's any soft credits that we'd want to apply, his overall household donation, so if someone else in his household also donated. And even as a volunteer, we can see, is he able to volunteer and what skills? So if I'm planning a volunteer event and I want to be able to easily filter and invite individuals most interested and qualified to volunteer for certain things, I can easily reach out to Victor to do that as well. So we have all of his donor and volunteer information in one place. It's very easy to see how tracking this can keep both the one-to-one engagement with Victor at a high pace, but also having that dashboard and having that high-level view of where my donations are going. So with that, I'll conclude this video and the series. So again, we viewed student management, parent engagement with the community portal, and then now we've looked at fundraising with both our marketing automation tool, Pardot, and our fundraising application here in Salesforce. Thanks, and have a great day.